we are moving to the last subchapter in chapter 4. We are talking about the class method versus static methods. This is belong to this class and object chapter. So from our mind map, you can see here, first we will talking about the definition of the decorator. And then we will use a decorator to define class method, the static method, and also use the decorator to define the property decorator. So let's do this through the three samples. So within the 4.5, let's create our 4.5 folder. We just use a decorator because all those different the method use the decorator concept. Decorator is you can read with some documentation, but the simple way of using decorator is just add our symbol before your decorator name. So we start first is use the decorator to define our class method. Let's make our class method.py. The purpose we use the class method is some issue that when we have this instance property and the instance method, because by default, they are interdependent to each other because they only belong to the self instance. But if we want to do some the modification to the class with some shared data, like the situation mentioned here, if you go to the bank to do the deposit, no matter how many accounts, they should share the common interest rate. So this interest rate, if we define that as a property, that should not belong to every individual. Otherwise, it will be not possible to manage. So this interest within this bank account class must be the shared the property. So if we want to do some change or operating to the interest rate, those methods must be the shared method. So those shared methods we call that as the class method. Let's use this class person to make our sample. So first, let's starting define the person, and we gave a person our hometown property. So hometown is Earth, and then we make this initialization, this magic method, initial with self and the name, and we pack our name method inside this magic method. So that is our first part. Before we go to this one, we have set the hometown. So we already have this hometown, so we can start to make those instances first. So person one is a person, and we give this person our value. This value will transfer to this initialization magic method. So is let's see the person A. So let's just use that. P2 equal to another instance, person B. And then we can print. So we print this, we use this format printing. So F is this the formats. Then we have this curly braces. So we use the P1 name, hometown is P1 dot hometown. So we can print. So person A's hometown is Earth. So they will read this class property. Then let's see the person B. So I put P2, I put P2. So also person B. Person B is initialized with their own name when we do this instance creation. But this one is our common the property. No matter is which person, because we define this hometown property under the class level, so they will share this property. And then this we have this set home part. First, let's ignore this decorator. So we just define this set hometown with the CLS is the class and the new hometown. Class dot hometown equal to new hometown. So this is our method to change the hometown. So from here, let's see p1 dot set hometown as where we see the M17 planet. I just use this, and we change the p1's name equal to new person 1. So then we can start to print again. So use this one. So let's compare. So person A, so that is the first line. 2 lines are printed by these 2 lines. And after we set the planet, so then you can see here, the P1 we load this site hometown, but this M17 will apply to P1, and we also change the P1's name. So first line is new P1's name with the new P1's hometown. But this method, actually, when we change the hometown, is only belong to my new create instance. So this new hometown only belong to this P1 instance. So when we change to that, it's not change P2 instance. So P2, when I print that again, it's still the P2's name, old name, and the P2's original this hometown Earth, because we are not load this method for P2. So that is the issue. So and that also is the effect for this class method. But when we put the class method before one method, now this method is getting the class method. You can compare to here. Look at this P2. Oh, so set hometown is not defined. So class method set hometown. Let me see. Oh, yeah. So here, compared to earlier, this one, I haven't completely saved, so that not recognized. So P2, we have the old name, but now P2 also share the new hometown, which changed by P1. But now the different result is even this, I just load the P1 instance to do this one, but this method now is a class method. So they do this with the result to change the class property. So now the class within this program, so the scope, hometown is Earth, not Earth anymore, is to the this M78. So that is the class method first. So you can just take memory is use add symbol with the class method. Now let's do the second one. Is the static method Py. So what is the static method is the author use some game. So every game you have your energy, you have your recovery time, and your skill points. So you can only compare those different persons, those properties by different persons. So if we want to manage those is better that we can put those not object related method into one single or common class, and then that will be easier to manage. So if we use add symbol with a static method before our normal method, then this method will come to our static method. Let's use this new class person to make a sample. So we have the tradition, the initial self name. So we give our internal have a name is name. So and then ignore this method. So let's just define the calculate. I want to calculate AB, so return A plus B, and then this class, and then let's try to run. So there's no error for so far. So P1 is the instance of ICE, and then print. Let's say P1 calculate ER is 1 and 2. So let's see what was this calculate. So here type arrow P person calculate takes 2 positional argument, but 3 were given. What's mean the 3? So because if you are not using our static the method by default, this method must have the class transferred in. So that is the, let's see the different effect. Let's add static method. Static method looks like you use this method outside the class. So you can see now it's 3. So they don't require is you need another arguments with our class. So let's maybe let me try to comment that CLS. And let's see. You can see here by default, if this is not our static method, if you want to utilize this as our our internal method, even you don't need this class outside, but actually you have to make our class as additional arguments. So I can keep this as a sample. So if I see if you want to do the multiply, then this is not our normal the method, and if I put our plus, so let's see here, with the static method, you can see here when you decorate this as a static method, this CLS is in the gray color, so that means you don't need this. So let me see here. So I want to see P1. Now print P1 multiply 3 and 4, and then print P1 plus 4, 5. So you can see you can keep getting both. So plus is I think I should use this plus sign. So plus is used of a static method. You don't need to indicate the class name. And the multiply is the normal method. You need to have these additional arguments. So that means is every calculation you need to involve your class resources. So that is the advantage if you use the static method. And then we can make our one more print directly with a person with the class name, and then we use let's print both again. So let's see here. This not the instance, it's just our the class name. Then let's see. So the second one, let's see, multiply. Person multiply missing one required possible arguments. So this one you cannot just use this way. So maybe I use person. So you can see here. If you don't use instance, you need to explicitly indicate the class name. But compared to you use a static method decorator, this is look exactly same as you use our normal method, not using the class. So that is the way is I hope you can have a feeling for this static method means. Let me delete. The last, let's see the decorator for property. So let's create one more. Property decorator .py. So it's just like it's add property, add method dot our property. So those are setter for this method. So that is so we can prevent this will be the touch based by something else. So let's see the sample. So we have a person, keep using capital P, and we have this. Let's try to type that more times, then you will get more familiar with that. With a self, with a name, with one more age. So we have a self dot name equal to name, but this age we don't want the people to do that set directly. So we use is a 2 underscore before age, your property. Then that means is you can only set and get age from some method. And then the let's first same as we ignore those decorator. Let's see what happened. So age self. So that is the get. So we get this self dot underscore age, and then we construct this age. Then let's define our instance. So first we make our instance, and we call name is ice and age is 18. So that is first. Then print p1.age. Let's see. So I just wanted to print. You can see here, bound method person age of this underscore main person object at here. So that is protected. And if I put this as our property with decorator, let's run this again. So you can access that directly. So even it's still do like this through this method, but looks like you access your age not through this the method this complex way. And then the let's set. So P1 give age our new value. Then print this again. So let's see what happened. We haven't defined the setter. So now p1.age to another is no definition. So it's this one. So let's see. So we first define without decorator age self dot new age, and we have some error handling. So if not new age, then return. If the provided is not our integer, new age int type return, and if new age is no more than 0, we return. And only the last one we give this setter. So self dot underscore underscore age is the private property. It's new age. So now let's run without decorator. So you can see bound method. So this one is still not allow you to do. So but this is not a purely our property. So we use age with setter. So like here you can see use add method name dot setter. So that will put this setter able to be accessed. So now you can see this 20 is coming. Now we can keep set that is we can set to 30. Then every time is just get this. The advantage is now when you use your instance with the property, you can let people to have the transparent of your internal private property setting, but the real mechanism behind this code is they still go to your get and set method. So you have a better control in your access to your class resources, but you give the user more friendly when they use your the class. So that is the information about the decorator. So and after this one, let's back to our mind map. So I think is we take quite a long time coding for this chapter 4, and we also done the chapter 3 function. Chapter 2 is the data structure. Chapter 1 is the installation. So good is for the first Python basic. We will move to the chapter 5. Just some additional knowledge point because when we try to operate with Microsoft Office, we need to know how to read, write into these documents or file. And if there's any error happened, we need to at least know some kind of the handling the approach. And we haven't yet talked about the module package and some often used or frequently used modules. So we will try to quickly touch base on the other knowledge point. Then we will go to the most excited parts. Use Python in Office. Actually, it's this book's key parts. We starting from Excel, then we go to Word, PowerPoint. Even PDF is not belong to Office, but we will talking about how to have the PDF document handling. So part 2 will be our primary focus, and when we finish part 2, we may also look at a certain advanced tactic for this book. Then I hope you enjoy the journey for now, and we have a more challenging altogether to learning ahead. See you then.